Talking about gas money, dollar bills, y'all. Come on now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. People will steal from their mother. People will rob their own brother. People can't even walk the streets because they'll never know in the world they're gonna meet. For that need, me green, almighty dollar. Got money. People will lie, they will cheat. People don't care who they hurt or be. A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper. It carries a lot of weight. For that green, almighty dollar. Talking about I don't know that money is the root of all evil. You funny things, some people.
Coming at you live from Howard University. Shout out to all those students out there that's doing their best to get some higher education. Hey, that's a good thing too. I'm proud of you guys out there at Howard. Keep up the good work, and all of you other students all over the world. I want to just give you a shout out. Let you know how proud I am, because education is the one thing nobody can take away from you. Once you get it, it's yours forever and a day. And how successful you'll be is all depends on how you apply it. That's right. Hey, we got a great show tonight. There's two things I'm going to be talking about. One, I'm going to be talking about a little bit about politics, because this is the last show before we have a new president. So I need to talk my trash tonight, because depending on who wins, I may not be here anymore. So I better go ahead on and do a shout out, to the politicians tonight. We're going to do a little talking about that. But for the show, we're going to be talking about some reasons and excuses why people don't start their own business, okay? I think that's very important that we begin to deal with that. So hopefully going into the new year, we're going to have more people starting their own business, so we can get rid of some of these excuses that they have. But before I get started, I got to give honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, it wasn't for him, I would be absolutely nothing. And if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you don't know anybody. As a matter of fact, you're absolutely running on empty, okay? And you're taking a big chance, okay, trying to live in this world without him. So my recommendation is to go to a good church, sit down and talk to somebody. Find somebody that loves the Lord and let them explain to you what the gospel is, because it's really simple. It's just how simple it is. God loved the world so much that he gave his only son, and that anyone who believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. And all you got to do is to go to the Bible, look in Romans 10 and 9, and all you have to do is just say, "Dear Lord, forgive me for my sins. I am a sinner. I ask you to come into my life. I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross and you raised him from the dead." If you just do that, that's it. You have eternal life with Jesus Christ forever and ever and ever. And I get to see you, because I'm going to be up there, shouting. I'm going to meet you right at the gate. I'm going to be up there just waving my hands at you and just welcome you to the kingdom, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead on and get started on the show tonight, because we got a lot to talk about. And again, I want to get to this politics stuff tonight a little bit. So I'm going to be in and out with the politics as well as with the topics of the show tonight. Now, for those of you that's watching for the very first time, this show is about exponential businesses, starting your own business. Most of you are familiar with the term multi-level marketing or network marketing. Well, that's what it really is. But there's a movement taking place now that we're going to make sure that we're going to have we're going to change the image of our industry. Okay, we're going to change the image of the industry, and we're going to change that image by changing the name of the industry. Instead of saying network marketing industry now, we're going to say exponential marketing or exponential companies
exponential businesses. So as I use that term, just get familiar with it because it is the future, and you're going to be a major part of it. Because if you're in network marketing right now, I want you to start using that term exponential marketing. Because see, when you go to someone and you ask them, have they ever been involved in exponential marketing? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy because they've never heard it before. And hey, is this show, okay, that is that's making this big movement? And right now, you can consider me as the godfather of the exponential industry because I am recreating this industry, and giving it a name so that when you talk with someone, they don't have prejudice, against it already. Because when you say network marketing, well, come on, folks. Everybody know what they think of. They think of pyramid schemes. And then they go and Google it and they see all kind of negative stuff. Things that were posted by people who either do not like network marketing, or they're trying to discourage you from joining a particular company so that you will come and join their company. But again, I want to talk to you about starting your own business because that's the key. Going in 2017, you need to start your own business. Okay, for two reasons. One, to save money, and two, to make money. How do you save money? Well, it's simple. One, by you taking all the tax deductions that come with business ownership, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of money. Two, if you go out and use the products and services, you're going to be saving money by using your own products in your own business. And you're going to make money basically from sharing the business, okay, and sharing the service or the product that you have. And that's it. That's how simple this thing is. And my job is to teach you and share with you all my experience of being in this industry for now pretty close to 40 years. And I bring industry people sometimes in to talk about the industry also. Next year, I'm going to have a tremendous lineup. I may get a couple people before the year is out, but because this is a very busy time of the year. A lot of people are traveling and a lot of people are doing a lot of other types of engagement. So sometimes it's difficult to get the people that we want this time of the year, but I think I can get one more person lined up before the year is out. Okay, for those of you who have seen network marketing before and you have decided not to join, hey, listen to me tonight, because I'm going to be talking about excuses why people don't join, why they don't get started. Because people are being introduced, but because you are not seeing exactly what you think that you should be involved in other words, you may want to, you got this image of starting a big old business and with a storefront and all these customers and the glamour that come with it. Well, first of all, that is a very, very difficult thing to do, and you got to have a lot of money to do it. Okay, so therefore, if you start off with a business like this, you can make some money, then you can go start your business, okay, and then you got a little backup, okay. Also, I want to encourage those who already have businesses, stick and stay. Stay in there. Don't give up. Hang in there. Yes, there's ups and downs in any business. In this industry, there's ups and downs. But the reason why they call it exponential marketing is because you can make exponential income faster. You can make more money quicker and faster than any type of traditional business for the most part, with the least amount of risk and the least amount of cost to you. And we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. But anyway, I just want to make sure that if you're watching this show for the very first time, you understand what this show is all about. And I'm going to tell you something. We get a lot of great calls. I get a lot of great emails talking about the show and people using my tips and ideas to help build their business, okay? All right, let's see. What else, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about other aspects of this industry, okay? First of all, the reason why I say there's very, very little risk involved, because usually in the beginning, the risk is dealing with money. If there's low, maybe no money that's required for you to start a business, why don't you start a business? You got great tax benefits. You get training, and all the training is free. And then there's a lot of fun. So, of course, we don't want you to get involved in something that you're not going to have fun. And keep in mind, too, this industry is non-traditional, Meaning that it's not like corporate America and everybody looking all sniffy and, head stuck out, and they drink the tea with the pinky finger sticking out, and all that, and everybody walking around acting proper and faking that they make it. No, 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 no. This is a place where you can come, put on a suit, or you can have some shorts on. We're going to be in the comfort of maybe a nice hotel, or we may be at a restaurant. We might even be at your home. That's where we conduct business at. We don't want you to run a whole lot of money or pay a whole lot of money, to start a business. We're trying to help you make money, and we don't want you to put a lot of money out. In addition to that, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to network. For those of you that is real good with social media, guess what? Perfect for you, because you can use your social media, reach out to a lot of people, move your products and services, and also identify potential business partners that's going to want to do the same thing. And that's where that exponential growth come in. When you share it with someone, who share it with someone, who share it with someone, you can make money, not only for what you do, but for what you're willing to start. So if you're willing to start something great, something big, guess what? You will have big bucks. And then also, hey, listen, you can, for those of you who want to retire early, which I really don't believe in retiring, I think you should produce income for all the days of your life. All right, never retire. Do all the things that you want to do, but don't retire. Don't stop making money, because as you get older, you're going to be making more money at the age of 50 and 60 than you ever made in your life, particularly if you're in a career type of job. Now, unless they force you out, you ought to stay in there. But continue to build your business to make all that discretionary income so you can take leave. And instead of going to skiing in Virginia, you can go skiing over in Europe somewhere. Instead of you just taking the Potomac River cruise right here in Washington, D.C., just think you can get the Mediterranean cruise, or you can go to Egypt. I mean, it gives you an option to go to places where most people don't go. And I'm going to tell you something. When you travel abroad, you go to those foreign countries, man, they treat you so good. Not all of them now. I'm not going to say everyone, because I know there's somebody where I went to such and such a place and I got treated bad. Where it's probably a nasty attitude. No, just kidding. But you can probably go to just about anywhere in the world today of travel and book a nice hotel and transportation, and you're going to get treated very, very well. And then also, you got dreams and goals. For you young folks out there, if you want to get your dreams and goals sooner, start your own business, okay? If you want, for those of you that in the middle years of your life and you can't see, your left from your right because you got bills coming in, you got a wife and kids and all that, you can still get your dreams and goals also. And I highly recommend you start a business. And then for those of you who think that your life is over, you done gave up on your dreams and goals, and these are your senior, more mature folks who done retired from one job and you're working another, and you still don't think that you ever going to be able to do the things that you want. Let me tell you something. It is not too late for you either. You could do this, okay? And that's what I want you to do. I want you to focus on fulfilling your dreams and goals. And if you don't fulfill all your dreams and goals, well, start a business so you can leave something to your children and your grandchildren. And we're going to talk a little bit about that when I start dealing with some of the excuses why people don't join this business, all right? All right, what's next? What's on next? Also, for those of you who's questioning whether or not it's legal, yes, it's legal. Do you think I'd be right here talking about this now for the last 2 years here at this radio station if it wasn't? Come on, man, use your head. There's certain things that should be common sense, okay? And I've been doing it for 40 years, okay? And I'm not that smart to be ducking the police all this time, because I am in the clear. I am wide open. I'm on the air. I done wrote a book about this, so everybody know where I live at anyway. So yes, it's legal. And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all need to, for those of you who say something different, you just need to stop. Because I'm telling you something. Don't you just want to lose your mind when somebody says something really dumb? Okay. Also, for those of you, if you got a lot of education, that's fine. You really don't need it. If you don't have any education, that's fine too, because you don't need it. Really, this business is about you willing to work hard for your dreams and goals. Put everybody on the playing field is level. Everybody start off exactly the same way. And you know what? The difference is the X factor. And you know what the X factor is? You. The presentation is the same. The money is paid to everybody. The world is the same. Everything out there is the same. It really boils down to you. You are the X factor, and you make all the difference. Okay, there's unlimited income that can be earned. Some of the businesses have what they call fast start. That means that within a week or two, you can start earning hundreds of dollars. They got leadership bonuses for those of you who want to get promoted in the company and you continue to advance because you can make more money as you advance. You can get made thousands and some people even make millions of dollars doing that. And then there's also what they call residual income. That's when you do something one time and you get paid for it over and over. Let's just say you get a customer that uses cosmetics and they buy something from you every month. That's a residual income. Or that you know a company that got sell gas or electricity or solar panels, you know, and guess what? Every time somebody pay their gas bill and electric bill, somebody's getting paid, right? Well, you can position yourself to do the same thing. And we got all kinds of products. They got nutritional products, legal products. They got telecom products. They got just about everything that you can buy in the store you can get through your home-based business. So ladies, there's something out there for you. Guys, there's a lot out there for you also. So you need to go ahead on and start your own business, okay? And so that you can make a difference in your life. All right? So my next topic and the main topic for tonight is going to be 20 excuses why people don't start an exponential marketing business. Take a quick break, and then we're going to dive right into that. Going to start talking about that, okay? And we are going to really, and look, let me warn you guys right now. First of all, I'm going to apologize in advance because I know I'm going to hurt some of y'all feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. And I want you, while I'm taking this break, to call some of your team members up and tell them, get on this network. Tell them go to this radio station, WLBS, you know, listenvisionlive.com, and tell them to get tuned in, okay? So while we waiting on that to happen, I'm going to play this song for you right here, and I'll see you back in a minute, all right? Okay.
Can't hold it back. How many days have I heard you say, don't let money rule you? How many days have I heard you say, don't let money rule you?
All right. I'm back. Apologize for the little technical difficulties we're having tonight at the station. Things get a little hot with these wires sometimes. We got to change them out. But that's okay. We're going to survive it. Okay? And besides, it don't cost you nothing anyway. Okay, here we go. All right, as you can see now, I'm going to be talking about, I got 20 of them that I'm going to talk about. Obviously, we're not going to get to all 20 tonight. So I'm going to cover as many as I can tonight, and then we're going to also cover the rest over the next couple of weeks. But I want to cover these, get started tonight anyway, and then I'll take the last few minutes of the show tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about the politics and all this, guys, share some information with you. So, now, these are not necessarily prioritized, meaning it's the number one, the number two, the number three reason. What it is just a list of reasons, and depending on what part of the country you're in, who the people that you talk to and all that depends on what the excuse is, right? So, all right, let's go to number one. I am not a salesperson. Can you imagine someone telling you that? Well, that's what they do. And they will tell you that one. That if I had to pick a number one, I would think that's it. I'm not a salesperson. Well, let's go ahead on and set the record straight about that. First of all, everybody is a salesperson. From the day you were born, you start selling yourself at least. You start selling yourself to your mama. You start selling yourself to your brothers and sisters. You start selling yourself to your grandparents because you wanted some gifts. You wanted to be treated nice. You wanted to get permission to go out and have some fun. So you sold yourself, okay, by being nice and doing the right kinds of things, doing your chores around the house. Then you sell yourself to your teachers, okay, by doing good grades and being on time and being behaved. And then you start selling yourself, okay, to your friends and to your neighbors, okay? And then you start dating someone. Oh my goodness, you talking about selling yourself. Then I think that's where everybody do their most selling at when you start getting to that thing called romance. Man, the girls start selling them. Well, let me get this right now. I agree to say girls start selling themselves to the men. All right, now we know they do that as a profession, but that's not what I was talking about. And don't nobody get out there and repeat that, okay? Listen, what I'm saying is that they began to advertise themselves. Yeah, they do that too. What men do, we start selling ourselves, right? We start dressing up real nice, talking real nice, being a gentleman, taking them out, taking them to nice places. We start doing all those kinds of things, right? That's selling yourself. When we go for a job interview, right? That's exactly what you're doing, is selling, you're selling yourself. And you continue to do that through life. And so, you know what? And then, you know what else? We sell stuff, but most of the stuff we sell, we don't get paid for it. For an example, you done told somebody about a good movie. You done told somebody about a good barbershop or a beautician shop. You done told somebody about a good show or where you get some clothes or shoes or anything. Anytime that you tell somebody something, they can get something from somewhere, you're selling for somebody, but the problem is you just don't get paid for it, so you don't consider yourself a salesperson. But you are. You do it all the time. As many times as you have made a recommendation, you are selling something, a product or service that belongs to somebody else, to friends and family members. We do it all the time. So don't say that you're not a salesperson. Just say that you're a type of salesperson that ain't never got paid for selling. But now you can do the same thing, make recommendations on products and services, and get paid for it. That's all it is, guys. Ladies, that's all we doing. And you know what else too? Salespeople have to work a little harder than the people that's in this type of business, because salespeople normally are people that sell cars, refrigerators, and big screen television, realtors that sell houses and land. These are things that normally put you in debt. So people have to sell you this stuff. In other words, almost convince you against your will. In other words, they're going to sell it. You might not even need one. Ain't nothing wrong with your house, the car, and thing that you have, but they can convince you that you need one. That's a salesperson. But what we do, we just make recommendations. We ask people to do for me what they're already doing for somebody else, and it don't cost them much. It's not going to put them in debt, and chances are you can stop it anytime you want to. So that's what we do, and that's how it works. So that means that you can do this. All right, what's another one? How about this one? It is a pyramid scheme or it's illegal. Now, we already addressed this illegal thing, right? That's the dumbest thing on the planet. First of all, you should be offended if somebody say that to you, because for them to assume or think that you will get in something that's illegal and try to get them in it with you, I think that's an insult. It is an insult. So friends and family members, unless you already a crook and that's what you do, okay, you should be offended and you should let them know. And they won't use that excuse anymore. But it's not a pyramid scheme, okay? It's not illegal. The only reason why they call it a pyramid scheme is because when we do a presentation, we try to show people how the money can flow by you building a team of people. And we use an exponential diagram that perfectly forms a triangle or a pyramid when you look at it. And they always say, well, the guy at the top makes all the money. Well, there's nobody at the top except the corporation, and everybody have the same opportunity to make money. However, some people come in before others come in. If you started your own business 2 or 3, 4, 5 years ago, well, of course that person's going to have a bigger team and is going to be making more money. But guess what? Don't worry about what other people are making. You just get in there and make what you want to make. Stop being so doggone greedy and concerned and jealous over other people, okay? But that's why they call it a pyramid scheme. And then also because many years ago, there's a guy, named Glenn Turner, and he had this kit that he was selling, and it was worth like $5,000, and all it was in there was a cassette player and a bunch of tapes. He really didn't have a product or a real service that he was offering, and that's where that Ponzi scheme or pyramid term came from, because he was using the same type of structure. But you got companies right now that have been around for the last 50, 60, 70 years in the United States and around the world, and they are not illegal, okay? You might have heard of Mary Kay, the largest retailer of cosmetics. You might have heard of Amway Corporation, one of the largest reseller of all types of products and services, okay? You might have heard of Shaklee or Melaleuca, two of the largest nutritional companies in the world, okay? These companies have been around 40, 50 years. Herbalife, been around over 50 years, okay? And then another thing too, we got doctors, lawyers. Let me say that again. We got lawyers. Let me say that again. We got lawyers. We also have state senators and congressmen, professional athletes, pastors, deacons, and we have housewives and people that's in the military. All the people, profession that you have a lot of respect for, and they got integrity. The people in these professions also get involved in this. Why? Because you can make substantial income, very little investment, you can make it fast, and you can create a residual income. So, it is not illegal and it's not a pyramid scheme. Number 3, I don't have the money to invest. Well, that's another misnomer. I don't know why people even say that. Because first of all, if you don't have $50, $75 or $100 to start your own business, you should be the first one starting your business. Because you need it bad that you don't have an extra $100, okay? And I didn't say that to be funny or say that to hurt your feelings or anything like that. But all I'm saying is that that's all you got. You got to be the first one to get it. You can borrow the money from somebody and start most businesses. There are also businesses that are free. And you know what? And what I like to do sometimes, I will offer the individual. They say, well, I don't have the money. I would join, but I just don't have the money. I offer it to them. I say, okay, well, it ain't but $50. Here it is. I give you the $50. Let's get going. Well, let me think about it. Well, see, that was never the excuse or reason anyway. So when somebody tell you that, offer them the money. And then if they say, okay, I take it, and then get a guarantee that they're going to pay you back. So that, you know, and then what happens if they ready to get going, that sometimes they'll say, well, okay, I'll get the money. I'll join. So anyway, you just call their bluff. And that just ticked me off when people say they ain't got the money to invest. And you investing in yourself. Also, they say, oh man, here's one. I don't have the time and I'm already working part-time. Well, this is not a business about your time. This is a type of business that is about a lot of people's time, put it into you. See, we all got jobs and professions and careers and duties and responsibility. So no one got a whole bunch of time. But the reason why it works so well is because everybody give a little bit of time, okay, and help each other. And as a result, your business can grow. Let's say that you made a phone call to a friend in Texas. And you sent them your website and they wanted to join. They signed up. And now you say, oh, I got to figure out how I'm going to train them and get them going. Well, guess what? There's some other people in Texas and that you don't even know. And you can normally probably go to your website and click on the button where it says business meetings in Texas. And you can find a point of contact in Texas, someone who will work with your friend or family member in Texas, and it doesn't cost you anything. They will help that person be successful, train them and help them make money. Okay? You know why? Because that's what we do. And if somebody in Texas needed some help with someone in Virginia or Washington, D.C. or Maryland, we all do the same for each other. I'm going to tell you something. At the end of the day, there's nothing like this business because this is the only business I know that we do this kind of stuff to help each other. Okay? So it's not about time. Now, get rid of the time. And if you're already working a part-time job, you need to quit that part-time job, really. Because, see, a part-time job is 50% of broke. See, a full-time job is 100% of broke, which stands for just over broke, J-O-B. Then you got a part-time J-O-B. That means you're only making 50% of what you couldn't live off in the first place. So you ought to just leave these part-time jobs alone, start your own business so you can get all the benefits that come with business ownership. How you like that? That's pretty cool, right? I'm going to do one more. I'm going to talk a little bit about some politics. Now, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to take a quick break, okay? And then I'm going to come back and talk with some politics, okay? Because I'm going to do 5 tonight, and then I'm going to keep on doing them until I get them all out the way. But I don't have to, I'll talk a little bit about politics next week, too, because the election's going to be over with. And if I'm not here for some reason, I'm going to tell you why. It's because my candidate didn't win, and I'm going to be ticked off. And y'all not going to want me behind this mic. So, but anyway, the next one is going to be, I don't know anyone. I don't know a lot of people. Do you know that statistics says that no matter who die on the planet, at least 200 people is going to show up at your funeral? At least 200. That means that, I mean, really, 200 people going to show up at your funeral. I don't know where they got the statistics from, but it's true. I mean, most funerals I go to is always a couple hundred people there. Even people that they don't like them, they show up anyway just to make sure the brother or the sister dead. Isn't that something? They show up at a funeral to make sure that they're dead. They heard that Joe was dead. They want to go and check out for themselves to see if Joe is dead. You know that expression, that song that used to come on, Fred is dead. That's what I said. They wanted to make sure that Freddie was dead because Freddie was a mean motor scooter, man. He was mean, okay? But also, you know how many people it takes to carry one coffin? 6. So all you got to figure out who the 6 people would be. They the 6 people you should start with, okay? But you know something? But we'll teach you how to meet people. And I truly believe, and I've seen people who did not know a lot of people to get started with. They had a small circle of friends. And however, they was willing to meet new people. Once they learned that skill set, they took right off. They went straight to the top because You're only going to make so much money with the friends and family that you have. But when you tap into the cold market, which we call the cold market, these are people that you haven't met yet, and there are billions of them, you will never, ever, ever, ever run out of new prospects because they're everywhere. All you got to do is to be willing to take a look at that person and strike up a conversation and start talking to them. But and that's another thing too. You ain't got to talk to them right away about the business. You just meet them. People, be friendly, be nice. And I guarantee you, guess what? That person will give you their information. You start a relationship with that person, and then eventually you sign them up. And I tell you what, you'll be surprised. They are the best kind of people anyway. I'm going to tell you the reason why. For those of you that's in network marketing and you want to know why the cold market is so great, well, it's mainly because it's the warm market that forces people to quit. That's right, the warm market. See, family and friends will hurt your feelings. They will tell you that you don't know nothing. I don't trust you. You couldn't sell Kool-Aid or lemonade when you was growing up, and I know you can't sell no nutritional products. I've been using my products forever, and I'm not going to change. You know, family and friends could be cruel, man. And because you have an emotional attachment to your friends and family, they could be very discouraging, and they don't even know it. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of them will try to discourage you. And it's not that they hate you. Maybe some of them do. I don't know. But really, they just want to protect you. And then also they don't want to see you leave them or get ahead. And they don't want to see you stop doing whatever you're doing. You know, people are resistant to change, and they don't want to see you change and get better, believe it or not. So they will do that. But you know, when you have when you start meeting people that you don't know, your cold market people, you don't have any emotional attachment to them. So if they say no or whatever, you're going to move on. You're going to go ahead on and find the next person and the next person. And you're going to keep right on until you get that yes. And that's what this business is all about. Okay, well, listen, let's go and see. They might have the technical stuff done. Let's see if I can get this song back up here again for you guys. I'm going to take another quick break. All right, and let's see which one we're going to do this time. Stand by. Here we go. There we go.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby.
Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, now listen. I told you I want to talk a little bit about politics for the next 5 to 7 minutes, and I want to give you guys an idea of what's on my mind. Now, I want to apologize in advance if I offended any of my folks out there, people who watch the show. This is politics year, so let's not mix business and politics together. This is what we do, okay? And because I do have the mic, I am in control. I'm going to take liberty to talk about my candidate, okay? What I decided to do is not to talk about your candidate. I'm just going to talk about my candidate and you guys, okay? And I think that's fair. All right, now, first of all, I want to let you all know that you must vote. You got to go out and vote. I mean, it's imperative this year to go out and vote. I don't care who you're voting for, but go out and vote. You really have to. A lot of people died, especially right here in the Washington, D.C. area and Maryland, Virginia, and the South. People have died in order for us to have the right to go out and vote. And you should not get depressed or be ticked off behind politicians and everything that's going on and you stop. That's crazy. That's absolutely ludicrous, okay? That's what they do. But you should stay in tune. This process won't happen again for another 4 years. So therefore, you need to get out there and you need to vote and you need to start voting right now. And you need to vote for everybody that you believe in, whether it's Republicans or Democrat. Just vote, okay? Because that's what makes this country great. You need to vote because that's one of the greatest opportunities that we have. And there is people around the world and other countries that do not vote or cannot vote. They don't have a democratic society like we do, where they got dictatorship and they want to vote and they do everything they can to vote. So if you over 18 years old in your state and you legally can vote, you need to get your butt out and vote between now and next Tuesday. And you know what? And you know next Tuesday going to come. You know what's going on next Tuesday, whether you have to work, you have an appointment or something. Work around it, okay? In some states you can go and do early voting. So please go out there and vote, okay? Because we need for this system to work. And that's the only way it's going to work. Sure, the best person is going to win. Well, not necessarily the best person, but the person who's going to win is the one who get the most people out there to vote. All right, let's talk about the candidate, my own candidate. I'm voting for Hillary Clinton, okay? I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. Why? Because I trust that lady. I really trust this lady. All right. When you think about a person for the last 30 years has been giving her services to the federal government, okay, to doing things for people from the state and local, from Arkansas all the way up to the White House, and is still giving up her time and energy to have a career in this, you need to vote for Hillary Clinton because this is an awesome lady. Yes. Do she have some flaws? Yes. Has she made a few mistakes? Yes, she has, and every human being has made it. The only reason why we talk about her mistakes is because she's in the public eye. She's on the camera all the time, okay? Yes, they made some mistakes, but I tell you what, don't you know that this woman is passionate in her heart and she's real? This woman has given the best years of her life, practically all of her life. Her daughter and her husband have done this all of their lives. And I'm going to tell you something else. She deserved to win because she is the best candidate. That's just not something that Barack Obama or Michelle Obama is saying. This is the most qualified human being on the planet, regardless if they're the United States or anywhere else in the world. It's not another person, male or female, anywhere in the world that is more qualified to be the president of this country than Hillary Clinton. This woman has paid the price. Next thing, if you're a woman, how can you not vote for this woman to be president of the United States? I don't mean no harm, ladies, and respectfully, but y'all got to be the dumbest group of women who decided they're going to vote for someone else I've ever seen in my life. Just like, Barack Obama. Okay, yeah, there was a lot of black folks in that vote for him, but thank God there are white folks that saw the potential in this man, and most black folks did vote for him. But how in the world can you be an African American, black, brown, Negro, whatever you want to call yourself, and not vote to have the first African American president in the United States. Some of you are just haters. Some of you women out there are just haters, and some of you been bought by your surrogates, right? That's why you're not voting. That's why you come on television and you lying and making up stuff supporting your candidate. Because you know what? You jealous of Hillary. And the only thing you do is get paid to lie. Okay? This woman has worked her tail off, and because of a few email scandals, and she's not the first person that used a server. Most of the secretaries of state have done it. Colin Powell did the exact same thing, but it wasn't an issue. But soon a woman do something, then we start finding problems about it. And yes, she stood by her man. That's what a good woman would do. She forgave them. They moved on. Bill got himself together, but he did a great job too while he was president. And listen, we can make history for your daughter and for your granddaughter and all of those women out there that's still being oppressed. This is bigger than just the United States, ladies. This is bigger than the United States. This is huge. This is for women all over the world. Why? Yes, we know we got other countries that got women as leaders. I tell you what, I guarantee you 95% of the people in the United States cannot name one woman that's leading a country right now other than Margaret Thatcher. Okay, I mean, everybody know about her name. Everybody know Queen Elizabeth, those types of names. But I'm talking about other countries out there that got women as leaders. But being the most powerful country in the world, I guarantee you every woman on planet Earth will hear about Hillary Clinton being president of the United States. And I'm going to tell you something. She's ready. She's ready to go day one. She don't have to go and learn. See, I got a feeling that the other party think they're gonna be able to control their candidate once they get in there and make him do whatever they want him to do. But they have already seen that he's not going to do that. Hillary Clinton is a powerful lady. She's educated. Okay, she's smart. The chick, she's strong, and she can deal with any man. President Putin from Russia don't even want her to become president because he's scared of her. Hillary don't take no junk from anybody. I believe when Bill messed up, I believe she took him behind closed door and knocked him around a little bit. I mean, I can't prove that, but I believe that she did. She jacked him up because you know what? He ain't been the same since, right? But Hillary is the woman that could do the man job to get the United States on track. I believe that she's the person that can pull both parties back together. Because, this has been a nasty party. Election. It's been really, really bad. This is the worst ever. The United States deserve more. The United States deserve Hillary Clinton. She deserved to be the president of the United States. And I am so proud that I'm going to vote for her. And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to be proud years from now when my daughters ask me who did I vote for. And I'm going to say Hillary Clinton. Okay. And I'm going to be, will you be proud of the candidate that you vote for, knowing the things that person has done against women, Muslims, and blacks, and people in general? Do you really believe that that's somebody you want to connect your name to? No, I'm not saying the person's name, so don't nobody get mad. I'm really talking about my candidate, but I'm doing a comparison, okay? But this person don't care jack about you. What they want is the number one piece of real estate in America, and that's the White House. After he went and renovated the hotel, the old post office, that wasn't enough. He wants the White House, but not only that. Do you know that his slogan that says, "Make America Great Again"? Do you know what he's saying? That person is saying, and this is just me talking, okay? He probably saying, let's make America great again. Let's get that black dude out the White House and let's get a white male back in there again so we can run the show. For the last 8 years, people have been mad. They've been mad because Barack Obama had been president. They thought they were going to get him out the second time, and he didn't. That's a bad boy. I'm going to tell you something else, too. You know what I hope? I hope after Hillary, win for 8 years, I hope Michelle Obama come back and run. That's right, Michelle Obama. I bet you she come back and run, okay, she will probably win also. That means that for the next 16 years, 2 women is going to run this country and get us straight. Because we got too many problems. Men, you done had it for 200 years. Let the women run it, okay? Let the women get out here and do it, negotiate, get rid of the war, and bring some sanity back to the world again. Hey, listen, you all. You got to go out and vote, especially over in Maryland. Maryland, I understand that you guys are not doing a whole lot for Hillary right now. Said some of you all is just blowing it off. But I'm going to tell you something. If Hillary does not win and this other candidate put y'all butt back in slavery, don't blame nobody but yourself. And I say put you back in slavery, I'm not talking about in shackles. I'm talking about the way you be treated. Because don't you remember when Barack Obama was in the Senate or in the Congress and they had this big Senate meeting, all the Congress and Senators together, and somebody yelled out and disrespected him in front of the world? Don't you know that this guy that other people are going to vote for, if he win, what will happen to all of us? Come on, guys, girls. So ladies, y'all should be, every woman in America need to be voting for Hillary Clinton. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Okay, and stop selling yourself back. Some of you getting paid just to get out there and defend this man. He's a billionaire. He could care nothing about you. And how y'all can defend him with some of the stuff he done? And all Hillary did was, yeah, maybe she lied about some of her email. Yes, she did a survey. Maybe she took a chance on some things that she shouldn't have. But what else has she done? But you think about the other candidate who did bankruptcy for about 5 or 6 times, how he owed money to workers and never gotten paid, how this guy has sexual harassed women, how this guy, has never paid taxes. You know what I mean? And the things he done said, how he flip-flopped, how he lied. The man sit there and just lie in your face and lie. How he's, embraces a Russian president. How the guy turn around and do the things that he's doing. No, I'm not going to say his name. Don't have to. Just go vote Hillary and vote for all the Democratic candidates that's running for office. Okay? I want you to do that. I want you to do it and tell everybody else to do it. Pass the word, folks. Don't rest until you wake up on November the 9th on Wednesday morning and Hillary Clinton is the president of the United States. I'm going to be the first one to congratulate Hillary Clinton. Not only did you beat him, you beat him by a landslide. Matter of fact, you won bigger than any margin in the history of the United States. And Miss Hillary Clinton, you deserve it. You deserve it, you deserve it, and you're going to win it because I declare it. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, I'm all done for tonight. I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. And for those of you that got offended, I don't care. So anyway, you're just going to you're going to have to live with it. All right. And I'll see y'all hopefully next Wednesday. I'm not sure I'm going to be here or not. Okay. Because I'm going to start trying to get me some invites to the inaugural ball, man, because I want to be there. So listen, I will see you at the top next time. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.